Welcome, true seekers, to the Tarot Temple here at Spearit Vibes. This is a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cusp reading for the work week of February the 13th until February the 19th. Please be mindful that this is a place to self-elevate, so bring learning tools. Also be mindful to support this platform by providing your likes, by providing your comments, by sharing and subscribing. Now let's prepare for what messages the greater source would like to relay to you. Please stay awake and enjoy. All right, welcome back, devils, advocates, and gemstones. This is your work of money and romantic reading for February 13th to the 19th. I just want to say thank you so much for the views. You all top of the charts, okay? And you know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but let me tell you something. You showed your asses. You showed your asses. You showed your asses so much. You motivated me to complete a deck I've been working on since last year. And it's sitting right here. And you'll be the first to receive that on top of a brand new spiritual device that I will be implementing for my stars. I don't know if I want to call y'all stars or if I want to put y'all in diamonds. I don't know yet, but for my #1 viewers, so that means that you get stuff that nobody else would get. So I will be pulling dice for you, astrological dice for you to add to your reading, and we're going to go with it, okay? I don't want to do a lot of talking in the intro because I want you to get as much information as possible. But I want to thank you again, and thank you to all my subscribers and those who are faithful to the temple, to the Spearit Vibes platform, okay? Thank you so much. Without you, it wouldn't mean anything. External energy is the cups or the hearts of Venus, okay? Internally, we have the wands of Venus. Okay, a lot of dynamism. Externally, I'm hearing feelings. Okay, you're having feelings. Now, Venus deals with love. Okay, I don't know if this is for romance or if this has something to do with your work, family. And I'm also hearing that song again, for the love money. Okay, so some of us love money, and some of us are willing to, are feeling inspired, feeling, some of you, I'm hearing you giving an approval, loving approval. Then this is you approving someone else or something that you're doing. This is internally. Internal approval of this love. Some of you are feeling like you're willing to fight for something that you care for, that you have deep feelings for. Okay, let's see what we pull out for Devil's Advocates and Gemstones. We have the number 10, and it is going to the east side of town, and we also pulled Capricorn in the dice, okay? And Capricorn is kind of in between east and going west. I'm sorry, and going south. So we're going to say southeast. Maybe this is somebody that you have feelings for. It's a Capricorn, but it's in reverse. Maybe this is something that you are realizing. This may even deal with Capricorn in the house. This may even deal with studies, okay? You may have Capricorn strongly in your chart, okay? And it's dealing with internal energy. You're feeling sparked to learn a subject that you may be passionate about, okay? Externally, you are in a 10. This is completion, okay? This is a complete cycle, okay? Some of you may have been in something for 10 years. And I'm hearing for some of you, you would love to go. You're feeling like leaving. You have passion for something else. I don't know if this is with work or with love. Okay, I don't know. Double pleasure, double the fun. All right, Source, what is their mood or moon lineup for this week's work, money, and romance? I hope you all are doing well. I know I am. You know, that Gemini spirit, like I said, it gave me the energy to finish up because I had to do something special for you for what you've done for the temple. Externally, we're dealing with the moon in Leo, and it says, it is an important time to guard against being self-centered, over opinionated, or pushy. All right, we know Geminis can do that. All right, they can be pushy. Now, these some of the ones I've known. Internally, you are dealing with the wolf. Remember he did that in training day, he had him howl like the wolf. That's probably why that wines is there, okay? Willing to fight for something. Beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Okay. For some of you, I'm really feeling like this has to do with the interest. Okay. With the sexual interest. Okay. And that's okay. But you lined up with love. You lined up with domestic situations. Okay. Things are going to the east. So these, when I say it's going to the east, it's absolute. You know, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing wrap it up. Okay. Then your wilder instincts get out of control. You need to wrap it up. You need to take precaution, especially for those of you who don't want to get pregnant, because we do have that wands here in Venus. And that's all about sexuality. I keep feeling like this is either we're dealing with the 10th house. Then your 10th house can probably be in Capricorn. You may have Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay? Now your 10th house may not be Capricorn. You count your 10th house by the sun sign, okay? Whatever your sun sign is, you go to the 10th house. That's your 10th house, but it may carry Capricorn traits, okay? So let's see what your one-word reference will be for this week's work, money, and possible romance, gemstones, devil's advocates. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Would look. Would, W-O-U-L-D, look. Would look. Let me adjust this camera a little bit because I need a little bit more space. Would look. Now, just so y'all know, everybody's not getting what you're getting. Okay? They're not getting the roll of the dice. They're not getting the one-word reference. You know, little special things that you get. Maybe you got an attitude problem. You would look, but maybe you're upset about something, because we do have something that is absolute here. You love it. You got deep feelings for it. But for whatever reason, you've been a little self-centered maybe. Maybe a little over-opinionated about it because it's in your external energy. So we know we're dealing with something or someone externally. Or even a place, person, place, a thing. Maybe you're excited about something else. You know, internally you thinking, no, I'm also hearing the hots. Okay. Again, don't let your wilder instincts spin out of control. All right. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading for this week and see what's going on. See how these energies match up. Okay. I can only give you what I pull out of my spirit. I will not ever make anything up. Okay. If nothing else comes, it doesn't come. Overall energy, look at that. Queen of Wands. All right. Then we talk about that sexual energy that's based on the Five of Wands. You can expect the Six of Cups reverse, stemming from the Page of Pentacles. Your outcome is the Devil. And sometimes I equate this with you, Geminis and Devil's Advocates. Conflict, ooh, is that, I'm going to leave it right there. It fell. Conflict and or challenge, we'll discuss that along with your supportive or blessed energy in a moment. Underlying energy is, then I felt that way, deciding which side of the fence you want to be on. Some of you, I'm hearing you doing a couple of things at once. Okay. Some of you, for some of you, you're dealing with two interests. Okay. Maybe you've been involved with them before. Maybe not. Maybe one's new. Maybe one's old. Ones you got deep feelings for, love for, and the other ones you got the hots for. Damn, you can't make this up. And it's funny. Didn't I tell you Capricorn was the 10th house and you got 10 here facing the east? Absolutely. I believe you all are dealing with the 10th house Capricorn. Okay, so you may want to do a little research on that. Bouncing back and forth between the two, some of you. Don't let your wilder instincts get out of control. Okay? You need to wrap it up. Okay? You need to wrap it up. Because somebody's thinking about sex here. You need to wrap it up. All right? Yeah. It's two that you can commit to, some of you. Two things you can commit to here. Okay? And I see underneath you making plans. Some of you may be on the cusp of Taurus. Okay? You're making plans. And also, sometimes for me, this can be pregnancy gestation. Okay, so maybe some of you want to get pregnant. I don't know. I think that was in your last reading. Okay, because here we have this Queen of Wands. Here's the overall energy. Queen of Wands is very sensual. Okay, she thinks she the cream of the crop. She thinks she the shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she is considered a very appealing, sexy woman or energy. Okay, no denying that, whether it's male or female. Okay, and the Queen of Wands generally has more than one interest. You can't make this up. Okay, I didn't ask this card to come out. We already talked about that. Okay, yes, and for some of you, this is on your job. Okay, this is on your job. Maybe you have a couple of lights on your job, but be careful now because of jealousies. Okay, people pick up on stuff. They know. Okay, they know. Or maybe you have an interest in someone who you realize has other interests and you're interested in that person. Okay. But for some of you, this is dealing with your passion for study, training, taking up a trade. More than likely, this is a trade. Okay. And I feel like this trade has been discussed in some group. Okay. And for some of you, this could be your family. You've been discussing this within your family, what you want to do, what you ought to do, what you can do. Okay. When it comes to work and money, maybe even romance, expecting this Six of Cups reversed. This is like going back where you came from or having some nostalgic feelings. You want somebody to return. Okay, somebody that you have feelings for, somebody who turns you on. Okay, stemming from this Page of Pentacles. Okay, now when I first got this card, I felt like this somebody got an idea in their head. They got an idea in their head based on this strategy. Okay, based on the work that you do. This could also be you planning and plotting and strategizing, maybe to get this person back. Some of you, this is kind of like a skirmish, and you have some idea, some kind of thought dealing with these passions, okay? Maybe how to get next to the person, how to outdo your rival. Because I feel like for some of you, a lot of this got to do more with interest, interest in another. And in the queen, I keep seeing this smile on her face, like she likes the competition, okay? Or he likes the competition. He like that shit. You like that shit. Because I tell you, the queen of wands thinks she the shit, okay? You like that shit. I don't know. I don't even know if some of you is kind of like a skirmish, a fight, and with sexual tension. Okay, people fighting for attention here. Okay, all at work. Like I said, you could be working within the home. This could be in your neighborhood. I don't know where you work at. It's not my business. Okay, it's my business just to bring you your astrological weather report. Okay, I am the meteorologist of astrology and tarot. That's all I can do is bring you the message. But we're gonna find out the reason for this Page of Pentacles. There it is. All right, the Page of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, and the Six of Cups again. Okay. A message, something was said, a message was given. This is airy energy, which is you. A hot message. Something was said that maybe even turned somebody on, or for some of you, this is some type of direction, or somebody maybe even older than you, or this is the person. Somebody said something or gave you some information that now you're thinking about. Okay. And maybe you're just discussing this, how you're working and talking and sharing your little life with another, because you want them to come back. You want them to, this is the sweet familiar here. You want them to return. You want that romance. It's based on some romantic gesture. And for some of you, this is at work. Some of you, this is basically going back. I'm hearing going back to school, going back to the classroom. Some people love to study. Maybe you're going back to the university or college that you once went to, or back to the same trade school that you once attended. Okay, this is a return. And I feel like for some of you, with this being in reverse, something wasn't completed. You may want to complete this, but you got this idea talking within the group, somebody within this group where you all work together. Okay, even if it's in your home, how you have family and you do your own thing, you're doing your own thing, but yet you're talking and you're discussing things, and you discuss. It may get a little heated, but it's all in pleasure and fun and having a good time. So you've been adding this up. You've been thinking about this. You got an idea, because this is a very intelligent woman right here. Okay, and this may be somebody that you're interested in, this intelligent woman or this intelligent male that you have ideas about, because you like seeing them, you like seeing her, you like seeing him, y'all have fun together. It's like you got plans, you coming up with a plan. This is an idea. I keep hearing like there's something that she said this is I'm hearing hot, like a message that just turned you on, or it could even have pissed you off. I don't know, you know, because you know about this interest. It's here and it's here. Okay. And then the outcome of decisions having to be made. Okay. I told you some of you, you got this, you're toying between two people. One you got deep feelings for, affections for, the others you got the hots for. And you torn, some of you, between these two. Okay, between these two. And for some of you, I'm hearing arrival. But and also you got this wood look. I'm looking at this wood look. I'm trying to see where this fits in. You would look for what? And some of you, this is a hard decision because of your thinking, the things that you believe. Okay, I don't know if it's about the things you believe in terms of your principles, or just your beliefs, your religious beliefs, or what you believe about the person or persons. I don't know. But this is Capricorn as well. It's in your house. And some of you may be told about somebody coming back. Okay? You know, I don't know if you want them to come back or not, some of you. For some of you, this torn with this energy, this person coming back or not, has something to do with what you found. Some information that you found. Okay? And this is where you can probably got this Queen of Swords is somebody that you put your confidence in, that you confided in, and she told you something because you wanted them to come back, and then you adding that up. You thinking about that. But some of you don't know if you want this person to come back. You're not sure, even though you may still have feelings for this person, or you may have the hots for this person. Because you have a choice here. You have a choice in the matter, who you want to deal with. Let's find out what the conflict or challenge is this week. Death. And that's having to pause. Things coming to a halt. Is that white out on me? Yeah. Things coming to a halt. Some of you have to face a higher order. I don't know if that's your supervisor, the owner of the business. I don't know. But generally, this is somebody that you may not want to talk to. This could be the head of the company. You know what I'm saying? The manager, whoever, like this Queen of Swords, the superior, I should say. Okay? That's the conflict. Having to meet eye to eye. Now, for some of you who are in higher positions, maybe this is the person that you're dealing with. Maybe you have feelings for this person. Sometimes people have feelings for the person in charge, the person of power. Some of you, it is some type of restriction. You've been flagged. You've been flagged. Somebody's been flagged. I don't know if they're going to meet you at the door when you get to work, or you going to meet them at the door, and it's going to be an issue. Like you can't, maybe it's something where you can't come in here, this return. For some of you, you may be saying you can't come back here if you ain't got no money. That's death card. You can't come in here empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? That's a conflict. And we have the Leo energy here too. Because, you know, this something about the rules here. And I can see these going together. And then you having to make a decision. Somebody has to make a decision. Okay, Gemini? Gemstones, devil advocates. Somebody's been flagged. For some of you, I'm hearing progress. This may have to also do with your progress. And you being restricted from something. You have to talk to them or something based on this. Based on some of you, this is new strategies I'm hearing. Because somebody got an idea. I don't know, maybe you have a Capricorn or a Gemini working, you know, that's in leadership at your place of work. I don't know. For some of you, they want you to go back over some stuff from the past. You know, we need to go back over this. I don't know. Some of you, this may be training, because the Queen of Wands is here and she has a lot of skill and a lot of talent. Okay. So some of you may have a choice in staying where you are or moving on to something new, a new skill. Because I'm hearing training. And you feel inspired about this. We got Capricorn here. I'm hearing this going down. Let me see what's going to help you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, and this, to me, when the King of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes it means going to make that money, going to get that money. Sometimes this could be a hustle. Because I know I heard somebody, you can come in here, you know, coming back. If you broke, you know, you can come back empty-handed. You're not going to be just living off of me, mooching off of me. The hell? But I feel like some of you feel like, I don't even know if I want to go back or if I want them coming back. Some of you, this has to do with shoes. Okay? You got to get these shoes. These water resistant shoes. You know, I don't know if some of you deal, like if you work in a kitchen, you have to wear those water resistant non-skid type of shoes. That's going to help you. So that's what some of this that's restriction is coming from. You're going to have to go ahead and pay for this. Socks and shoes. That's going to help you in this situation anyway with your work and making your money. Okay? It's going to be golden after that, though. Okay? I'm also hearing sitting high and mighty. I don't know. This may or may not be you. Okay? Because this is definitely a sexual interest here. But somebody got to go buy something. Some of you is work related. You do have to get these socks and shoes, okay? Others, you have to get your hustle on. You got to get grimy, okay? Based on these ideas and new strategies that you want to go back and revisit. Sounds simple enough for me. Let's see what your movie is all about. This is what I wanted to do before we started. Let's see how this adds up. How does your story add up? Now, you have to put this in perspective, okay? You're going to have to put it in perspective to your life, all right? If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. If it does, great, okay? If it doesn't fit, please acquit. Okay, and you have memoirs of a geisha. This is going back in the past. That's that Six of Cups. Memoirs of a geisha. This is the story of your life. Okay, and it came out in 2005. If you haven't seen it, just read the credits on that. Memoirs of a Geisha. Let me see if I can pull those up. That's your movie for this week. Now, you know, cultures are different. And this took place, I believe, in China. And over there, the selling of sex is legal, right? And these women are groomed to do this. It says in the 1920s, a 9-year-old girl, Shayo, gets sold to a geisha house. There, she is forced into servitude, receiving nothing in return until the house's ruling hierarchy determines if she is high enough quality to service the clientele. Men who visit and pay for conversations, dance, and song. And it goes on and on. So I'm sure many of you put it in perspective to your life. Okay, so it's about being of a higher quality in something. There's some restrictions here. That's what I said. Some of you have to go back to the past and retrain. Some of you will be able to move forward. Why? Because of this high quality. Here it is. Talents and training is here. A lot of skill. You see what I'm saying? Overall energy. That's what's going on with you. You have memoirs of a geisha. Okay? You have to earn that. Okay? Memoirs of a geisha. Okay? So let's sum this up and let's see what's going on with you. Let's sum your stuff up and get on to something else. Sum up your story, dear source. So, how does all this add up for my gemstones and devil advocates for working money for the week? Oh, and it is Valentine's Day, isn't it? Oh, it makes sense about this. Who you want to hang with, you know, and come back and, you know, I don't know. I don't blame you. Shit, you coming over here, you ain't got no gift. You got chicken, okay? You got chicken. Maybe you're going to cook some chicken, you know, or maybe there is some type of, and I say with some fear here, like you don't want to talk to this person in charge. There's some flag here. I don't know if some of you, if your job is on the line or not, or if you're going to get some type of what they call that when you get like wrote up or some type of mark on your little chart on your file or whatnot. Tell, tall, to toy is your underlining words. Tell, like somebody gonna get some tail. Tall, to, and toy. Oh, okay. It makes sense to me when it comes to sex. All right. Let's see what chakras y'all working with this week. Let's see what chakras you working with this week. Source. What's chakras? What chakras is the gemstones and devil advocates working with this week? I was going to give y'all one, but I'm feeling like I need to give you two with these chakras, okay? What chakras, externally, internally, are the gems? Whoa. Okay, there goes one. Look like the solar plexus. Makes sense. It is the solar plexus. Externally, internally, dear source. Internally. And the seventh chakra, the crown chakra. Okay, interesting. Your third chakra, solar plexus, self-worth and self-esteem. I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that pleases others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, okay, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. And I told you in the beginning, this may be you putting up this restriction, okay? Your internal chakras that you're working with, your seventh chakra, your crown, which is the top of your head. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this, and I know that it flows through all. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. I am aware that I have a choice as how I respond to what is happening in my life. My responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. I don't expect all of you to understand it. You have to be on a higher dimension. Some of you that are on a third dimension, it will fit in terms of being aware of what the choices that you're making and how you respond. Okay, so and I was going to say that earlier. When you tell this person, you don't have to be nasty about it. You can put your foot down without being nasty. You know what I'm saying? So let's get you a gemstone or crystal here. See how that rolls. Gemstone and or crystal source for the devil's advocates and gemstones. What's going on? What's going on? What would you like to share, dear source? What would you like to share? Okay, you got the Eight of Swords, the Colstein. Okay, the Colstein. That looks kind of bubbly like soda. Okay, that's what it puts me in the mind of, soda. Let's see what it says. Eight of Swords. We know Eight of Swords a lot of times about figuring things out anyway. You know, sort of being in a stall or stale position until you can figure it out. Then you'll know what routes to take. Because of its gentle vibrations, this stone, let me do it like this. Hopefully you can see it. Because of its gentle vibrations, this stone calms the mind, promotes creativity, and the connection to the higher self. As a result, spiritual growth is stimulated, and we find the way out of situations which have reached a stalemate by changing how we think and by accepting new perspectives. Tarot interpretation can be illness, insecurity, lack of freedom, lack of orientation, degradation, and conflict, okay? And then we have shadow aspects of accident, problems, betrayal, and manipulation. And oftentimes that can come with the Queen of Wands, okay? We're going to put that there. Let's get you a spiritual vibe. She said, let's do a written word. Okay. Spiritual vibe, written word for you. Getting the word today, ain't you? In the temple. And as I do that, please remember to support the temple by giving a thumbs. All right. I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and to incur my own abhorrence. Frederick Douglass. Did you get that? I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and to incur my own abhorrence. The great Frederick Douglass. All right. Yes. And let's get you a totem, and we're going to go ahead and close it out. Devil's advocates and gemstones. What totems energy will be good, useful source for the gemstones and the devil's advocates this week? What energies will be useful this week in work, money, and romance for the gemstones and the devil's advocates this week, their source? Okay. You have the hippo. Hungry, hungry hippo. Hungry, hungry hippo. Okay, let's see here. The hippo. Now the hippo, it kind of deals with the early beginnings too. Now your chicken deals with a lot of love, maternal, paternal love. Some of you, this may be dealing with the father coming back to the home, protection for the chicken, okay? For the hippo, I thought I had my hippo notes in here. I don't. Let's see what we can come up with the hippo before you leave. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, in short, oh yeah, self-defense. That is right. I forgot about that. It's about self-defense, defending yourself, okay? You may need to be defending yourself when it comes to your job. When you have to go face this supervisor, this manager or something. For others of you, when it's dealing with this mate, and I tell you, he's gonna be telling you can't be coming in here empty-handed or something. Yeah. And I think that's everything for you. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much, Gemstones and Devil Advocates, for tuning in one more again for your work, money, and romance. I hope I can bring you one next week. I definitely would try. But remember to walk by faith and by sight. And until then, take care of yourself. Peace and one love.